Alright, apparently everybody's getting ready for outdoors because the freaking questions are coming in left and right. So, people are wanting to know how to level your sight. It's imperative that you do level your sight. It is true that you don't necessarily have to make the bar level to the string, but you still have to level your bow. And if you say that leveling your bow isn't important, then how do you cant your bow in the wind and say that that works? It's a little bit of a contradiction. So anyway, once I get everything leveled up, which is the easy part, then I've made this little bad boy in my own draw length. So I'll draw the bow back, put it right in there, and now I can come around, suck in my fat gut, and tip it over, and now I can work on my third axis. The issue that people are having that I hear the most of is, oh, you know, you got to do it with your hand because your hand is what imparts the torque on the bow. That's not true. The cable guard imparts the torque on the bow, and the cable guard will do it even if you put it in a hooter shooter. That's why when the bow is at rest from right shooters, most of the time, the scope sits out to the left of the arrow, is because at rest there is no pressure on the cable guard, and when you pull back, the cable guard gets more pressure on it. It pushes the cable guard to the left and the scope to the right. It's not necessarily your hand. And if it is your hand that's putting all that pressure and making it more exaggerated, then you would see that scope way out to the left at rest. And then you would probably need to start working a little bit more on your form and your hand position. But this is how I do mine. It's already leveled, so I just bring it and I tip it on down. I look, I say, okay, it's fine. And, you know, I don't know. I've shot a lot of outdoors. Once I started doing this method, never had a problem with ups, downs, lefts, rights, none of that stuff. So, you know, you can do it the way you want. But telling me that you don't need to level your bow and then saying that you can cant in the wind, because if you cant your bow to the right and there is no wind, you're hitting to the right. You cant it to the left and there's no wind, you're going to hit to the left. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. You can level it the way you want to. I've even seen some people say, I've had plenty of success and I've never had to do any of that. You need to define your level of success.